The best main characters are the ones that really step up when you need them to, taking control and taking charge, becoming absolute badass leaders and leading their friends, loved ones, armies, and kingdoms to victory. Welcome back to Animeology. We've got a collection of the best anime out there with some absolutely badass leaders. These are some seriously quality anime series that you probably haven't heard of but should go and watch right now. Number 10. How a Realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. Doesn't matter if we're watching an anime or reading a manga or playing a game, we'll often find ourselves screaming at the characters on screen. Why don't you do that? Why do this? That's a waste of money. I could do things way better. Realist Hero attempts to answer those questions and address those issues brilliantly through its fun and exceptionally unique fantasy comedy isekai look at the sort of major issues that you'd see in any kind of anime fantasy kingdom. Our MC, Kazuya Soma, is summoned into a magical world in order to deal with the threat of a deadly and violent demon lord, but our hero finds himself as the ruler of this kingdom and uses his knowledge to improve the standard of living of its citizens. Next thing you know, Kazuya is dragged up into an epic battle and revolution, using his quick wits and military strategies. He may not be defeating a demon lord, but our realist hero certainly takes us on an absolutely brilliant and unique adventure in this awesome isekai world. Number 9. Log Horizon. Generating a huge amount of interest when first launched, the hype around Log Horizon has died down a little bit, but we still definitely recommend you check it out. This brilliant mix of adventure, fantasy, and some light touches of science fiction really comes across the eyes of a master strategist and natural-born leader, Shiroe, alongside the members of his team in the popular video game Elder Tale. Around 30,000 Japanese gamers one day find themselves transported into the virtual game world and become their in-game avatars. Although really awkward in real life, Shiroe himself has a lot of awesome powers and abilities at his disposal. With some crazy enchantments and next level strategy, we'll have Shiroe playing a masterful game of chess across every single enemy encounter and battle that he comes across. Don't get us wrong, Shiroe is insanely strong but not overpowered. That's what keeps Log Horizons and its epic battles extremely fresh and fun to watch. Number 8. Heroic Legend of Arslan. An awesome high fantasy anime series set in the foreign and exotic lands of ancient Persia, the heroic legend of Arslan is actually based on a famous historical tale, bringing to life some iconic historical characters and settings and adding a brilliant dark fantasy spin to it. The heroic legend of Arslan also takes the classic story to new heights. Starting off in a world very much grounded in reality, we slowly start to realize the existence of very powerful magic and some very horrific beasts that roam the earth, from giants to ghouls to winged monkeys. However, the bulk of the story surrounds the war taking place between human armies, rival nations that deal with themes of royalty, slavery, and human rights, introducing concepts such as religious obsession and the horrors of a class-based system. Following the story of the crown prince of a nation divided, as he falls from grace and needs to gather support and rise to the ranks until he is king once more. An epic journey with an interesting cast of characters and some very cool animation design. This is a series you do not want to miss out on. Number 7. Dr. Stone. An absolutely brilliant sci-fi and supernatural blend that you need to check out. Dr. Stone was a successful manga and anime series that recently got a new series released. We've loved every moment of it so far. You need to do yourself a favor and check it out. In terms of sci-fi, you don't get much more high concept than Dr. Stone. The story kicks off with a 15-year-old genius Senku waking up in a strange world where all traces of human civilization have been completely wiped out. Setting up a base camp and studying the world around him, our young hero starts to learn the dark truth of what exactly has happened on this strange planet. We slowly see our young hero develop incredible technologies in an effort to restore this world to its former glory. A strong focus on rebuilding civilization and maintaining importance on science. Our hero soon learns the true nature of what exactly has been going on. We're not looking to spoil anything, but the story of Dr. Stone goes to some interesting places. The lore and world building are phenomenal, and the MC is about as engaging and brilliant as you can find. Highly recommended. Number 6. The Irresponsible Captain Tylor. A fantastic watch set across the vast depths of space. The Irresponsible Captain Tylor is a series that bravely attempts to present something that is quite unlike anything we have ever come across. Seriously underrated. Irresponsible Captain Tylor has seen a great deal of success in light novel form, although we definitely recommend you check out this seriously underrated anime series. Set in the distant and extremely technologically advanced future, we follow Tylor, a young man that doesn't really have many purposes in life. Carefree with a cavalier and fun adventurous attitude, constantly getting himself out of crazy near-death situations. We follow Captain Tylor as he stumbles through life and finds himself involved with some absolutely ridiculous adventure. This is not a series that'll have you worrying about its hero. Things generally turn out for the better, but the journey there will definitely be worth the watch. Number 5. The Master of Ragnarok and Blesser of Einarhar. An absolutely brilliant anime series based on the highly successful light novel series that is still running to this day. The Master of Ragnarok is a high fantasy isekai series that sets up and explores a very unique and peculiar harem that develops nicely. The main draw of this series is Yuto Suo, the seemingly average 14-year-old high school student with an impressive level of knowledge about urban legends. The series kicks off with our hero on the hunt to disprove yet another urban legend, until he discovers that it was actually true, getting forcibly sent to another world with a heavy basis in Norse mythology. After a while, Yuto realizes that this isn't necessarily another world, but Earth in the past. Rising within the ranks of the Wolf Clan and using his modern knowledge and technology, Yuto Suo is hilariously overpowered, soon surrounded by an ever-growing collection of beautiful magic-wielding warrior maidens. Our overpowered MC still has his eyes set on his childhood friend and one true love. Number 4. Guin Saga. This absolutely epic and heroic fantasy series is set across a crazy world of sword and sorcery, based on an extremely successful fantasy novel. The series has since seen a lot of success both in manga and anime form. Unfortunately, the original author has since passed away, but the main story has since been resumed. The plot itself surrounds a strange and mysterious warrior by the name of Guin. Guin has an odd case of amnesia and cannot remember certain things, yet has a leopard mask magically attached to his face. Guin remembers nothing but his fighting instincts and a mysterious word. He sets on to confront a crazy world that is filled with danger, intrigue, and magic. There are countless times when our hero is challenged and we start to learn more and more about him and the sort of crazy skills that even he doesn't know he has. As the series progresses, we slowly start to learn more and more about our mysterious hero, how crazy strong he really is, and how knowledgeable he is about battle strategies, and how fearless he is as a leader. Number 3. The 12 Kingdoms. This epic fantasy isekai is unlike any other that we have ever come across. Based on a series of absolutely awesome fantasy novels, we definitely recommend checking out this long-running anime series. You will not be disappointed. With the core story heavily influenced by the epic tales of Chinese mythology, the 12 Kingdoms adds some interesting spins and developments to the core story that keeps things interesting. We follow Yoko Nakajima, an unhappy high school student that is one day forced to battle against crazy demonic beasts. She's then taken to a magical isekai world and embarks on an epic journey across the 12 Kingdoms, trying desperately to survive and work out why they were even brought into this world. with a slow, unraveling, and an insane tale of high fantasy. The 12 Kingdoms is an anime series that is very unique and one that we recommend you check out for yourself. Number 2. Kingdom. This epic historical military base anime is one that is quite unlike any other. Based on a famous Warring States period of Chinese history, we learn of this crazy time through the orphan Guin and his fellow comrades. We follow our young hero as he slowly rises in the ranks to become one of the greatest generals of that time, managing to gather and unify great armies across China. Starting off as a brilliant manga series and since seeing multiple runs as an extremely successful anime, we're expecting a new season to premiere in mid-2022. With a number of awesome characters based on real-life historical characters, as well as a few awesome twists and turns throughout its story, Kingdom is an absolutely epic anime series that you have to check out. Number 1. Legend of the Galactic Heroes. A fantastic military science fiction series that plays out as epic as Star Wars. Based on a series of science fiction novels, this anime adaptation is one that you do not want to miss out on. We learn of humanity's distant future and of two interstellar states, the monarchic Galactic Empire and the Democratic Free Planets Alliance, caught up in an epic war that is set to never end. The core story itself focuses on the exploits of rivals Reinhard von Lohengrin and Yang Wen-li as they rise to power and fame. The Legend of the Galactic Heroes is a truly epic space opera anime series that looks to color in and explain some awesome and absolutely grand science fiction concepts. We're soon caught up in epic battles and insane political moves, following two brilliant characters on opposite ends of this battle as they look to end this crazy war and make the universe a better place for all.